Hello everyone, today I have a very interesting pair of in-ear wireless earbuds on review, the SOUNDPEATS H3. They are interesting because the manufacturer has packed a lot of features into them. By my standards, they are a great example of how a company should approach building a quality product. So what exactly are these earbuds and what do they have to offer? Let's find out in this review. Let's get started. As always, let's begin with the packaging. The first thing I saw was a relatively small box designed in a standard style, featuring a list of case specifications. It looks fairly minimalistic, but once you start unpacking it, it almost feels like you're opening a product from the luxury segment. Inside the package you'll find the SOUNDPEATS H3 charging case with the earbuds inside. In the second compartment there is another small box containing a USB-C charging cable, 4 pairs of spare ear tips, some cool stickers and of course the user manual. Overall, I'd say the package contents are pretty good. Now let's talk about the design of the SOUNDPEATS H3. The charging case itself is quite compact. It's made of matte black plastic and features a semi-transparent tinted lid. It feels pleasant in the hand, isn't slippery, opens easily and snaps shut with a satisfying click. Most importantly, it doesn't feel fragile. When you open the lid, you'll notice a leather-like texture inside. It's actually plastic, but it looks nice and features the slogan. Hear the difference. Something we'll evaluate later in this review. The only downside is that the case is quite prone to fingerprints and smudges. On the front there is a battery indicator that changes color depending on the remaining charge level. Opening the case reveals the earbuds themselves. The charging contacts are positioned near the top and from my experience you'll eventually need to clean them. Fortunately, their placement makes cleaning easy and convenient. The earbuds themselves feature a dark brown semi-transparent design and include touch-sensitive controls, so they also tend to attract fingerprints just like the case. Other than that, if you are interested, you can actually see some of the internal components through the shell. It's a pretty interesting design choice. Personally, I like it. I found myself spending quite a while looking at what was inside and how everything was put together. Okay, now let's talk about sound quality and features. First of all, the SOUNDPEATS H3 comes with Bluetooth 5.4 and supports LDAC, aptX adaptive, aptX lossless, as well as a standard USB-C and AC codecs. In my opinion, the audio transmission quality is very good, although I wouldn't call it flagship level. To clarify, the sound is definitely good but not quite flagship grade. The H3 uses a triple driver hybrid system consisting of dual balanced armature drivers and 12mm dynamic driver. What does that mean in practice? By my standards, the bass is controlled and well defined, while the mids and highs are clearly emphasized. Overall, there is a slight focus on the mid and high frequencies, but it's balanced and can easily be adjusted to your personal taste. A lot also depends on the quality of the tracks you're listening to. Most importantly, there are no major frequency dips or harsh imbalances here. This is a device from a completely different class. Looking at the bigger picture compared to the One More Comfort Buds 2 that I used for many years, the H3 delivers a noticeably more detailed and spacious sound. It's a completely different level of audio performance and could even be considered an entry point into audiophile segment. And if the default tuning isn't exactly what you're looking for, there is always the equalizer. Thankfully, everything can be adjusted directly in the SOUNDPEATS companion app, which is available for both Android and iOS. In my case, I used the iOS version. Honestly, this is one of the biggest strengths of the H3. It offers pretty much everything I would want from a pair of earbuds at a reasonable price. The first thing you'll need to do is create an account in the app, which only takes a minute. Once inside, you'll immediately see the battery status of both the earbuds and the charging case. The only thing missing is an exact percentage indicator, which feels like a small oversight. Still, that's a minor complaint. The app offers plenty of noise cancelling modes designed for different environments, including indoor use, outdoor use and noisy roads. There are also transparency modes available. In my experience, the noise cancellation works well and does a good job of reducing unwanted background noise. Personally, I've always preferred controlling music playback directly from my phone. For people like me, there is an option called Disable Touch Controls. You'll also find a gaming mode, although I honestly couldn't tell much difference in latency during my testing. Dual device connection works exactly as expected. I had the earbuds connected to both my laptop and my phone without any issues. However, LDAC is disabled when multipoint connectivity is active. Even so, I wouldn't say the sound quality suffers suffers significantly. As far as I can tell, once you return to using a single connected device, LDAC automatically becomes available again. Speaking of touch controls, the PeatsAudio app allows you to fully customize the touch gestures. The touch controls themselves feel a little inconsistent at times, although that may simply be a matter of getting used to them. Then again, I am the type of user who still prefers doing everything the old-fashioned way, directly from the phone. Okay, moving on to the equalizer. There are several built-in presets available, but the most important thing is that you can create your own custom EQ profile, which is exactly what I did. In my case, the settings look something like this. There is also an adaptive EQ feature. It's an interesting idea, but I didn't fully understand how the adaptive adjustment works in practice. The feature has potential, although it still feels a bit unfinished. Another thing that genuinely surprised me is that SOUNDPEATS even included a Find Me Earbuds feature. Typically, the app shows the less known location where the earbuds were connected to your phone. If the earbuds are nearby and still connected, the app can make them play sound to help you locate them. However, if the earbuds are inside a closed charging case and the battery is completely dead, they can be located via GPS or through a network of nearby devices. Let's talk a bit about the battery. The charging case has a 400 mAh capacity, while each earbud comes with a 35 mAh battery. In real use, everything depends on your settings. With active noise cancellation turned on and high quality codecs enabled, you'll get around 3, maybe 4 hours of playback. With more moderate use, at medium volume and without heavy features enabled, you can expect about 6 or 7 hours. Overall, with the fully charged case and earbuds, I would say you can easily get through a full day of use. In my opinion, that's more than enough, so there are no real battery issues here. Also worth mentioning, just 10 minutes of charging gives you around 2 hours of playback. That's a big plus for fast charging. Now let's move on to my real-world experience with these earbuds. Overall, I really like them. The sound quality is good, the volume is more than enough, and they sit securely in the ears without falling out. I don't know how it is for others, but personally I could listen for 1 or 2 hours without any discomfort. The noise cancellation works really well and effectively reduces surrounding sounds. After adjusting the equalizer to my preferences, I was able to wear them for half a day, enjoying music while doing my daily tasks. As for the microphone quality, it's pretty standard for a device of this size. As for the microphone, here's an example of recording quality of how the other person will most likely hear you. Also, this is how you will be heard if there is a side wind blowing. After that, it's up to you to decide whether it's good or bad. Personally, I find it acceptable. If there is a side wind, your voice is still understandable and not heavily distorted, which I consider a decent result. To sum everything up, the SOUNDPEATS H3 left a very positive impression on me. By my standards, they belong to the upper mid-range segment and are almost close to flagship level devices. The manufacturer really tried to pack as many features as possible into a reasonably priced product. The main strengths include good sound quality with a focus on mids and highs, solid bass that can be turned with EQ, support for LDAC, aptX adaptive and aptX lossless, a feature-rich companion app, effective noise cancellation, dual device connectivity, a Find My Earbuds function, and strong battery life with fast charging. On the downside, the case is quite fingerprint prone, the touch controls are not the most intuitive, and the app still has some minor rough edges. However, these drawbacks do not significantly affect the overall experience. In the end, this is a very well-balanced upper mid-range pair of earbuds that offers features usually found in much more expensive models. Personally, I really like this approach, and I am satisfied with the device overall. You can check the current price of the SOUNDPEATS H3 via the links in the description. There will be both the official website and marketplace links. By the way, Amazon Prime Day is coming up on June 23rd to June 26th. If you're thinking about picking up the SOUNDPEATS H3, you can use my discount code TrueWaveTech for an extra 10% off. The code is valid until August 30th, 2026. That's it from me, thank you for watching, don't forget to subscribe, like and leave a comment, it really helps support the channel and the growth of my small project. See you in the next video. Bye.